Ladies and gentlemen, I have received your questions. It took a few minutes to round everybody up, and I discussed this at length with all the attorneys on both sides. And I'm going to answer your 3 questions. I'm going to read you 2 short jury instructions that you already have, but I want to reiterate these and then answer your questions. A separate crime is charged against each defendant in each count of the indictment. The defendants have been tried together. However, the charges against each defendant and the evidence applicable to him must be considered separately. A finding of guilty or not guilty as to one or some of the defendants must not affect your verdict as to the other defendants or the other crimes charged. You may find the defendant guilty as charged or guilty of such lesser included crimes as the evidence may justify, or not guilty. If you return a verdict of guilty, it should be for the highest offense on the verdict form for each count that has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. If you find that no offense has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt, then of course your verdict must be not guilty. The verdict must be unanimous. That is, all of you must agree to the same verdict. Only one verdict may be returned as to each crime charged. The verdict must be in writing, and for your convenience, the necessary verdict form is prepared, and you have that copy. Now, regarding your questions, the answer to your first question, I cannot provide a response to your hypothetical question directly. You must return a unanimous verdict as to the highest offense on which you all agree, if any. Question 2, you must reach a unanimous verdict as to each count as it relates to each specific defendant. If you are not able to come to a unanimous decision as to any one count, there would be a mistrial as to only that count. And if you are unable to reach a decision as to one count, there would be a mistrial as to only that specific count. It will not affect the unanimous decisions as to the other counts. You must consider all counts individually as they relate to the defendant. And I hope that gives you some clarity. And thank you.
Your Honor, privilege, Coach.
Yes. They didn't teach reading in law school. The answer to question 1 is yes. And just to be clear, yes. And I cannot provide a response to your hypothetical question. You must return a unanimous verdict as to the highest offense to which you all agree, if any. But that answer to 1 is yes. All right? I hope that makes things clear, and I now ask you to go back and continue your deliberations. Thank you.
All rise for the jury.